Yo, America. Hello from that apartment in Silver Lake where rent is eating away at your soul, but the view of the hills still makes you think you're almost there. Imagine, it's Friday night, and you're finally not on your third date with someone who's searching for themselves. You have a normal job, normal friends, a normal relationship. Even your dog doesn't chew on your AirPods. And then, bam, everything inside you tightens up. It's not joy, it's panic. It's as if your brain is whispering, "This is too good. Something's about to explode." Sound familiar? Of course it does. Because according to the American Psychological Association, 68% of people fear happiness more than failure. Stanford added that the fear of happiness now surpasses the fear of loneliness. We literally grew up as a generation that is ready for the apocalypse, but not for everything being okay. And today, we'll explore why your brain considers happiness a minefield. Even though unhappiness is like a family home with a worn-out sofa, with humor, without $450 an hour therapy in Westwood, and with a bunch of, "Oh, that's me" moments. Let's go. Why is happiness scary in the first place? Because we are children of drama. Our brains have been trained for millions of years to survive, not to enjoy life. Misfortune is predictable. You know where the bottom is. You know how to whine to your friends. You know what playlist to put on. But happiness? That's the unknown. Suddenly, you lose it, and the pain is 100 times worse. It's called fear of happiness, an official term. I didn't make it up. Research from the Journal of Positive Psychology shows that people with high levels of this fear literally sabotage the good things in their lives just to avoid the risk of falling. Here's a real-life example. You finally meet someone who doesn't text you up at 2 a.m., but brings you coffee in bed. And what do? You start digging. Why is he so nice? He must be a closet psycho. Classic LA. We're all children of divorced parents, or those whose dad went out for cigarettes in 2008 and is still looking for himself in Thailand. Happiness equals, it won't last long. That's why the brain presses the self-destruct button faster than it allows you to simply enjoy yourself. Punch. I was so happy once that I bought myself a new car. A week later, I accidentally scratched it and thought to myself, well, justice has prevailed. It's not karma, it's my brain saying, "Don't you dare be happy, you childhood bum." Why is this deeper than just, "I'm a pessimist"? This is where attachment theory comes in, but without the boring stuff. If you have an anxious avoidant, or simply avoidant style, hello 40% of millennials, happiness is perceived as a threat to independence. If I'm too happy with someone, I'll become vulnerable. What if they leave me? So it's better to keep your distance, ghost people yourself, or find partners who are guaranteed to let you down. Reliable. For girls, this often comes through guilty pleasure. I don't deserve it. For boys, it comes through happiness equals weakness. Gender studies from UCLA have shown that men are twice as likely to sabotage success in relationships because a real man must suffer. Bro, you're not Jesus. Relax. Then there's cognitive dissonance. You've spent your whole life telling yourself that life is pain, and then suddenly everything is fine. Your brain panics. This doesn't fit with the brand. So you unconsciously create drama. You pick fights out of nowhere. You procrastinate on getting a raise. You gain 10 kilograms for reliability. Personal story. I once had the healthiest relationship of my life for 6 months. And what did I do? I started nitpicking about how she put mugs in the cupboard. Mugs, Carl. In the end, we broke up. And for 3 months I walked around proudly saying, "See, I was right. Happiness is an illusion." Spoiler, I was just a scared 34-year-old child who was afraid. What if things got too good? And my mom and dad in my head would say, "You don't deserve this." And now for the cherry on top. Social media has turned happiness into content. Everyone posts their best life. And you're like, if I'm truly happy but don't take a picture, it doesn't count. Plus, there's the hustle culture. If you're not burning out, you're a loser. Remote work guilt squared. You're sitting on a balcony overlooking the ocean, drinking matcha. And inside you're screaming, "Why am I not suffering right now?" 3 steps to stop being afraid of happiness. And yes, they work. Research confirms. Step 1. Name the beast. Every time you feel happiness and immediately feel anxiety, stop and say it out loud. Oh, hello, fear of happiness. It's you again. This is from ACT therapy. Research from Harvard has shown that simply naming an emotion reduces its power by 40%. Not, "I'm broken," but it's the old program running. Punchline. I now greet fear like an ex who texts once a year. "Hi, I know you're there, but I'm busy." Step 2. Practice micro doses of happiness with a timer. Allow yourself to be happy for exactly 5 minutes without looking for a catch. Then 10, then 15. It's like training for the brain. A technique from positive psychology, savoring. You sit, eat your avocado toast, and really savor it. It's delicious, beautiful, warm, and no one is annoying me. At first, your brain will scream, "Stop, this is dangerous." But after a couple of weeks, it will get used to it. That's how I learned to enjoy the good weather in LA without thinking. There's going to be an earthquake any minute now. Progress. Step 3. Rewrite the upper limit problem, according to Gay Hendricks. When you catch yourself sabotaging yourself, ask the question, what am I afraid of if everything turns out okay? The answer is almost always, I don't deserve it. I'll be vulnerable. It will hurt more when I fall. Then do Christine Neff's self-compassion technique. Put your hand on your heart and say to yourself what you would say to your best friend. You're a normal person. You can be happy. And that doesn't make you weak. Sounds cringe? Yes. Does it work? Absolutely. I now do this in traffic on the 405 and feel a little less like a toxic macho man. Happiness is not a trap. It's not the calm before the storm. It's just another feeling that you have the right to feel without drama. You're not broken. You're just a person who has been taught by life that pain is home and joy is someone else's apartment. But you have the keys to the apartment, and you can go in. You can even stay. If you like the video, like it and subscribe. And be sure to write your dumbest story in the comments about when you ruined your own happiness. The next video will be about why we choose people who destroy us, but more on that next time. You are not broken. You are just afraid to shine, and it's about time. Let's find our people.